descent into Narita Airport.
The sun goes down, the fun's just begun. We hit the streets on the Wangan run, shifting gears. Let the adrenaline flow. Sun's almost up, it's your time to go. Midnight velocity, only one way to make the top. Run the streets and never stop. Keep your speed above the rest. Come number one and be the best. Midnight velocity. Start the car and take a seat. Run away, I can't be beat. From the mountains to the sea, racing cars makes me free. Midnight velocity, only one way to make the top. Run the streets and never stop. Keep your speed above the rest. Come number one and be the best. Midnight velocity. Go midnight velocity.
I had 1 week's holiday in Japan. I probably would have never thought of coming here otherwise. Everything seemed bigger, better than home, in some weird way. I had never been the kind of person to try and follow my dreams. I always thought it was useless and too risky. But this choice to come here made me wonder. Have you ever wondered what lies beneath the surface of a city at night? What people are willing to risk in the pursuit of their dreams? I never did until I arrived in Tokyo.
Welcome to the Bourbon Hotel. My name is Eric Storr. How may I help you? It's not often we get Westerners here.
Thank you. I'm Jake Haynes. I was wondering if you have any rooms available.
Sure, just fill out this form here and I will give you the keys.
The next morning I woke up and went sightseeing. It sure was nice. I saw plenty of old and futuristic buildings. Tasted some hot noodles too. Saw a snow-covered mountain and so on. But I couldn't forget the old car I had seen parked at the hotel last night. So when the sun finally came down, I took a taxi back to the hotel. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Eric, was it? I was wondering if I could try some Japanese sake.
Yes, excellent choice.
just saw a pretty nice looking crest out back at the hotel. Does it belong to some guest?
Actually, that is my car.
Really? Looks amazing.
Thank you.
I'm kind of a car enthusiast myself. What's the car scene like here in Japan?
I could show you after I get off work.
Eric, that would be awesome. Eric's car was nicer than my truck back home, that's for sure. Louder too. Maybe it was the way they maintained the roads over there, or then it was the car. But it sure felt like we were gliding along the road. The city also looked different at night. The neon lights were on, and the city glistened like a cornfield after the rain in Alabama.
This is the Wangan highway.
I've heard that name before.
For some people, it's just a highway. For others, their entire life.
It's dangerous, isn't it?
I've lost a few friends. Here is one spot where an accident happened not so long ago. Ever since that happened, the police have been more involved.
I can only imagine.
We're almost there.
We stopped by a convenience store next to the highway. There was a bunch of fellas already there, with each car nicer than the last one. Eric told me the cost of some of these cars. Most cost more than a house over where I lived. After trying out some of that sushi stuff, while Eric was talking with some people, we hit the road again.
We can join the cruise, but I'd rather not take part in the races. It's too risky.
I understand. Do you race?
No, but I used to. My place was up on the mountains.
The mountains?
I'll show you tomorrow. It's my day off.
All those fast cars had gotten me excited. So excited, in fact, that I hadn't noticed my bladder was almost full. I had to ask Eric to pull over on the highway. I did notice an overpass where I could go watch the cars, after I had relieved myself in the bushes first. Eric didn't like the idea, but I really had to go. Eric sure was a man of his word. He picked me up at dawn in front of the hotel, and we headed towards the mountains. We didn't talk much on the way there, so I just enjoyed the scenery around me. I was starting to get quite fond of this country.
This is where people meet to run the tours.
Are there races tonight?
Tonight is just one car practice runs.
So this is where you used to race?
Yes, I used to be the fastest on this mountain.
The fastest?
That was a long time ago.
I've never seen anything like this before.
This takes a lot of skill. Police!
Oh, shit.
My leg.
Can you drive?
I don't think so.
I'll drive.
can really drive. You're a natural.
Really? I just thought it was locked.
Thank you. You saved me from jail. And my car from getting impounded.
It was nothing. I just drove.
You might have a future in racing. Now, get me to the hospital.
I hadn't taken Eric as the clumsy kind, but taking him to get the medical attention he needed was the least I could do. Unfortunately, my week in Japan was over. I had gotten myself a foreign friend and a lifetime of memories. That's also how I got myself involved in racing. But now it was my time to go back to farming chicken. Eric had convinced me that I could be something more than what I was. He had nudged me into following my own dreams and not just living the dreams of others. But my flight was waiting, and it was my time to leave Tokyo. Not for the last time, though.
Eric Storm?
Hey, it's Jake Haynes. I'm moving to Japan. I also bought a car from the auctions. Could you go and get it for me?
Hell yeah!
The sun goes down, the fun's just begun. We hit the streets on the Wangan run. Shifting gears, let the adrenaline flow. Sun's almost up, it's your time to go. Midnight velocity, only one way to make the top. Run the streets and never stop. Keep your speed above the rest. Come number one and be the best. Midnight velocity. Start the car and take a seat. Run away, I can't be beat. From the mountains to the sea. Racing cars makes me free. Midnight velocity. Only one way to make the top. Run the streets and never stop. Keep your speed above the rest. Come number one and be the best. Midnight velocity. Start the car and take a seat. Run away, I can't be beat. From the mountains to the sea.